All right, so now we're still graphing linear equations, but this part 2 as I'm calling it, is when you're given the slope-intercept form of a line. So when the equation is in y equals mx plus b. Now we know from this that the m value is our slope, just the m value, not mx, just the m value. And the b value is our y-intercept. Okay, so up here, there's our slope, there's our y-intercept. All right, so an example that we're going to use is y equals 2x minus 1. So again, if you think of this, it's already in y equals mx plus b form. Okay, so when we think about that, I'm going to pull this out. So that means my m value is right here. Look, my m value is right there. So my m value equals 2, or I could write it as 2 over 1, and I might like that later. My b value, which is right here, my b value in this problem is a negative 1. So again, remember, my b equals my y-intercept. So this is similar to those other problems. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to plot my b value on the graph, my y-intercept. My y-intercept is on the y-axis. So I'm going to come down to a negative 1, and I'm going to plot a point, because that's my y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis. Then I'm going to move the amount of the slope. In this case, slope was 2 or 2 over 1. You always put it in fraction form. So I'm going to go up 2 to the right 1. Notice I counted a point right there at 0, 0. So up 2 from my point to the right 1 is where my other point's going to go. And then I will connect the dots, draw arrows at the ends of my lines, and I'm done. Okay, so we have a second example. Y equals 2/3 x plus 4. So again, this equation is already written in my slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, which is great because there's my m value. So that means there's my m value in my example. So now I know my m equals 2 over 3 because I found it right there, right attached to that x, okay? Then my b value, and make sure you connect whatever the value is there, is right there. So my b value equals 4. Now remember, b is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the point that crosses, the line crosses on the y-intercept, y-axis. So my y-intercept in this problem is 4. So I am going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to plot a point right there at 4. And I know I just hand drew these. Then I'm going to move them out of the slope. Well, in this case, my slope is 2 over 3, which means I've got to go up 2, because it rise over run, to the right 3. Okay, so again, I'm going from the point up 2 to the right 3. And that is where I'm going to plot my new point. And again, I apologize for the hand drawing here. I connect the dots, draw arrows at the end of the line, and I'm done.